good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for the last two races of this very short but brief AMG Challenge season, brought to you by these gorgeous little piggies. And on screen right now, as you can see, we have got the results from the last, 3 rounds and 6 races, and still dominating the top of this championship is Ethan Graham in first position, not that far behind him on 111 points is Xavier McIntosh, then Rob Shall with 95 in third, fourth John Thompson with 86, Liam New fifth with 83, just by Lidjo, he's joined, Liam New's fifth and somehow Lewis Edwards is 83 behind him at 6, so they've got the exact same points there. Adam Piper in 7th with 76, then Ashley Sharp with 68, and then Chris Clements with 66. Katinaz at the back there with 52, and then Leon Walsh at the very back with 6. So, how's it looking tonight is the question. Tonight, we may not be joined by Chris Clements. I need to go back and have a quick look here. He was given a shout out saying he might not be able to make it through, or at least make it in time for the first race. He might be able to make it for the second one. So let's get on board with our guys, and I'm about to start qualifying very soon, I believe. Sorry, I wait for the little credit bit to go through that. Actually, that's a complete lie. I don't know if there is going to be any form of qualifying, because I can't remember what they're doing for this tonight. As it's the full Nordschleife that we're taking on. Yeah, I should have started with this. Tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're not going to be any usual track. We're going to be at the track of all tracks, the Nordschleife in Germany. As you can see on board currently with Liam New going around with a silk cut livery, literally just on the, in theory, the start of the Nordschleife track. It does use a part of the Nürburgring. You don't get the Mercedes Arena section. And then you go back, get down, go through the Dunlop curve, up through the Schumacher S's, go through the last little chicane, and then it's at that point there, before you go around the Coca-Cola Cup, at the hairpin on the right, it then diverts you into the full Nordschleife course. Let's give you some statistics, because I love them. Why not? No quali. There we go. Starting from championship order, from what I've been told here. Thank you very much. My eyes in the sky, Ashley Sharp. We'll be starting in championship order, so whenever you guys want to start. But let me give you some information about this version of the Nordschleife. It is a whopping 16, basically, not quite 16, it's 15.769 miles of tarmac. So with that, you can imagine we're only going to get about 2 laps per race tonight, because each lap is going to take at least, I think, roughly probably about 9 minutes. Let's be realistic. If it's quicker than that, then that's bloody good going. But we'll see how it goes. Also, it is the end. Obviously, little piggies tonight. So yes, there's a little piggies. So AMG Challenge piggies will end tonight. And we will move on to another, I believe it's going to be another GT3 or 4 series that we're going to host on the Thursday. Still brought on by GT Sport at the moment. Still while GT7 are getting their bugs worked out. So you can see Liam New going a bit funky on that corner and forcing Adam Piper a bit wide as they do the practicing. Look at the state of the front of that car. Looks like it's had the lights knocked out and everything. Lord knows. Right. John Thompson there. Just on the, I think he's on the Yokohama by the 4 curve there. Whereabouts he's based on the track from what I can see on the map. And yeah, everyone's just getting in and ready. So we're just waiting for our guys from the guys from the skies, our man with the plan. That is Ashley Sharp. Once he gives us the thumbs up, we are just going to start in championship order. So while we're waiting for that to start, let's go back. I've talked right over my little jazzy little transfer there. So as you can see, it's going to start like this. I don't know if we have got Katinaz with us tonight. So we've got a grand total of 8 drivers with us tonight. So let's have a look and see what we've got going on. Ashley Sharp, Rotary. Right, okie dokies. So we will have, from what I can tell here, obviously Ethan Graham first, Xavier McIntosh second, Rob Showler will be third, John Thompson will be fourth, Liam New will be fifth, Lewis Edwards is here tonight, so he'll be in sixth, Adam Piper seventh, Ashley Sharp eighth, and I think that unfortunately is it for tonight. But let's get back on with the race at hand. There we go. Like I said, Ethan Graham first, Xavier McIntosh second, Rob Showler third, John Thompson fourth, then Liam New fifth, Lewis Edwards sixth, Adam Piper seventh, and then Ashley Sharp eighth in the back. And we're waiting for that green light to go out. All four red lights to go out, all four are up. And we are go, go, go of lap 1 of 2 of the Nordschleife. The benefit of this track is that I get to try and pronounce German corners, and I am rubbish. Right, down they go to the Yokohama S as it is now. A lot of people just getting shot off there. Oh, dearie me's. I think was that Liam New that I saw catching the inside barrier? Yes, it was, with Adam Piper at the back there. So those two were already set back a little bit. Not much changed up front. Xavier McIntosh still second. Still Rob Showler. Oh, no, he's now been overtaken by Lewis Edwards. Moved up into third position. Then Rob Showler, like I said, in fourth. John Thompson in fifth for the time being. And then Ashley Sharp up into sixth after it seems Adam Piper and Liam New caught the inside of that tyre wall. They are back in seventh and eighth. Lots and lots of corners for mistakes to be made and for places to be made back up on. So, on to the madness we go. Up through the Schumacher S's. On board with our race leader at the moment. That is Ethan Graham. Let me know if I am coming through too loud or if my audio is a bit distorted, crackly at the top end. It shouldn't be. I'm trying to keep it nice and sexy. But we never know. Right, okay, so I want to get the names of the corners back up here. There we are. So heading down the Vorsteiner curb up towards what is normally the NGK chicanes. I think it's still down as the NGK chicanes here. And here we go on to the first part of the proper Nordschleife. Oh, Xavier McIntosh getting the inside line here. Up past him, and it is a tight little corner. If he can keep his nose in front, he might be able to squeeze through the first section. He can't. He's just been squeezed out there by Graham. Graham on the alert from both McIntosh and Lewis Edwards, who are just behind him. And it's going to get, first section's really tight, very windy. You want to break it back down to sort of second or third now. Feathering the throttle, then power it back on again. Braking, dip down into third, that corner, take a bit of the corner inside that you can, and then plough down this hill, little hill, drop it back down into second. And this is where it gets really, really twisty, and you don't want to push it too hard as you start to open up to the first real open section. I believe what we've gone through is the Hattensbach, and we're now going on to the Hockenshin. Hocken? Again, more than welcome to roast me in the comments and let me know how badly I'm butchering it. I know I'm butchering it horrendously. Let's catch up with the rest of the drivers. We seem to have two packs already. First to fifth, all roughly grouped together as they all head down now through Ketterborn in towards the Arnberg. And oh no, Ethan Graham's gone wide. That's dropped him back down to fourth. No, fifth position for the time being. And that's not helped him at all. So where is... Oh, there's all three. The top three have all pushed far too hard into the Arnberg and have pushed down 3 spaces. That's given Lewis Edwards plenty of... Oh, well, I was going to say plenty of space and time to try and make up ground as he goes off track and catches a bit of barrier there. And through the End of Frost they go. Lewis Edwards first, John Thompson now second, then Xavier McIntosh in third, Ethan Graham fourth, and Rob Showler fifth. Second of the pack is headed off by Ashley Sharp, currently still holding on to 6th position, but Adam Piper nipping at his heels as they head down towards the Magersfield. Metzgerfield? I'm trying to pronounce it with a German accent and seeing if I'm getting it right. I don't know. Metzgerfield and to the Callahan. I don't know. I'm giving it a go. You got to give me points for trying. Again, this is another tight section. And Ashley Sharp just getting the back wheels off there and losing it. Adam Piper just not willing to overtake him at that point. So I don't know if there was maybe a slight touch by in there. And we're into the first real tight section here. I believe it's called the Huederfeusen. And then down round until Exmühl, which I believe is here. And then we start going uphill again and have a bit more of an open stretch of track. How's Liam New getting on? He's 3.5 seconds behind Adam Piper in 7th to catch back up with the top guys. Still being headed off by Lewis Edwards. So they all head round onto the Kesselchen. Now this is a massive long run where you're going to have your foot planted and you don't really need to let up. Maybe just feather it a little bit to try and keep the back end in check. But it isn't until we get to the very last corner here that we need to start worrying about dropping back into 4th. And that is John Thompson trying to see what he can do to get past him. Into 4th, they have to go round this corner, and that's where the speed needs to start easing off. As they go over this hill, it starts getting very tight. You've got a near 180 hairpin after this, so break down the hill, tight hairpin, then back up again, and up to the first carousel of the 2 that we have at Nordschleife. Want to get in that inside groove, keep that momentum round. Don't want to push too hard so it spits you out. You're going to lose more time that way. And out they go, really well and masterfully done there by Lewis Edwards. And it seems that Ethan Graham's got himself back up in the 3rd position. So a bit of a boo-boo made there by Xavier McIntosh, as he's still in 4th position. And then Rob Schauler McIntosh in 4th and Schauler in 5th. Fortunately, Schauler's caught a bit of a back-end twitch there and caught the barrier, which has given him a big old gap between him and his teammate. That's pushed him up to 2.5 seconds between him and 4th position. Adam Piper now has managed to get past Ashley Sharp up into 6th, and so is Liam New up into 7th. I don't know if Ashley's had a bit of a boo-boo because he's now 3.5 seconds back. So everything's changing here, trying to keep up with everyone. Mr. Slowly coming up the hill. I believe they are at Eschgerv. Yes, they are going down the hill now towards Plaftergarden. Plaftergarden? I believe that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me if that's not. And up the hill we go. Slow work up the hill here. Towards the 2nd carousel. I believe this one's called the Cleanse Carousel. And Lewis Edwards taking as much as possible. So to really increase that gap in 1st position here. John Thompson doing all he can to defend off the nipping heels of Ethan Graham, who is just behind him. Into the carousel they go. Smaller carousel here. And if you don't watch it and it spits you out, it's not going to help you. And this is where you want to now keep up tight behind anyone that you want to overtake, because we've got the massive 8-mile stretch. Don't know if it is 8-mile stretch, but it feels like 8 miles. And towards the start of lap 2 we go. And he's now side by side, Ethan Graham. Slowly trying to eke past him. And it is the slowest overtake in the world. I don't know if they will get to the end of the track and actually be past him here. These cars are so aerodynamically crippled. It's doing a terrible job. And you know what? I don't think he's going to be able to do it. No, he's not. He's got to sit back into third position, see what he can do into lap 2 here as they go round into last few corners through Tiergarten. Oh, watch it, watch it. Lewis Edwards going a bit crazy there and lost a lot of space. Has actually given John Thompson an option into first position here. And lap 2 does commence, and final lap that is. Let's see where we are at the moment. Lewis Edwards currently still first with Ethan Graham tucked right up behind him. Wants to see if he can do anything through the Yokohama S's here to see if he can cut out John Thompson. He can't quite yet. Oh, Lewis Edwards going really wide there. And unfortunately, Ethan Graham following him through that. And that has given John Thompson first place for the time being. See what happens as they go down into the Ford, towards the Ford curve. And Lewis takes that place back. And Ethan Graham slips in behind him. Takes out second place. John Thompson does not want to give up third. As Xavier McIntosh was right up behind him there to see if he could take advantage. Inside line being tried to be kept hold of by Lewis Edwards to see if he can keep the first place round Dunlop. He has just, but up to the Schumacher as they come. Side by side they go. No one's prepared to back out here. Chicken is being played. And still Lewis Edwards is just ahead. And when I mean just ahead, I'm talking like a lamp bulb ahead. And oh, God blimeys. Round Vorsteiner they go. And on to the back straight of the GP circuit. And towards the NGK chicane they come. Again, Lewis Edwards still in first. Unfortunately, Ethan Graham has dropped back down into third, and John Thompson has gone up into second. He's going to be very happy about that. We're just keeping it. Oh dear. Oh well, say that. Hold it for a second, because John Thompson's just pushed far too wide on the entrance into the Nordschleife, and then that's given Ethan Graham the chance to get past, and also Xavier McIntosh, but they're now battling it between the two of them, and it's back and forth, back and forth. John Thompson managed to take that third place just back for the time being as they go through the Hasenbach, sorry. First little windy bit of the track into Hockenschen, and then up onto the first long straight of the Flugplatz. See how the rest of the pack are getting on. Rob Schauler still in that little island of time by himself, not close enough to catch up to the guys in front, not close enough to be caught up to by the guys behind, but Adam Piper's trying to do a good job of that. He's currently in 6th and has managed to pull a good gap away from Liam New tonight, who's actually 5 seconds behind him, and unfortunately we've got Ashley Sharp, who's 11 seconds behind Liam New. It's going to make a big bit of difference when it comes to the second race, where we do have the reverse order start. So back up front and towards Arnberg we go. Lots of squealing as people try and brake as late as possible and eke out as much speed on this track as they can. Going to stick with first and second and third and fourth for the time being. That's where the action's happening. Heading down towards the Oven of Frost. Is this towards Oven of Frost? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Real tricky set of corners. That sort of S really does catch you out. You've got to slow right down for that corner. And into Metzgerfield. Mesgesterfield? I don't know. I'm butchering this German language. I don't know. I don't speak it. I don't know these things. Probably going to be captions out there somewhere. Righty-ho. On with the race we go. down the hill and into the next real tight section here. The Versavin, is it the Versavin? Versavin, I'm going to say the Versavin, and Ethan Graham has got back up into first. Lewis Edwards now back, and nearly lost his second position there, as John Thompson is definitely nipping at his heels. And Xavier McIntosh will want to get up there and see if he can get some extra points and secure a nipping chance at the championship lead here. It's Lewis Edwards, just pushing as much as he can, is catching the grass and it's sending him wide. And it's not gonna help him, as they've got a nice long sort of set of straight corners here. You've got to take maximum speed through them, so losing that speed on the first few is not going to help him. And yet John Thompson has managed to take that second spot back from him for the time being. But Lewis Edwards not being completely closed out, just hugging his rear quarter panel, just letting him know he's still there, letting him know that I've got the inside line into the next tight corner. You've got to open up a gap, mate, or I'm going to take that spot back. Third position is not completely secluded from being given to you. Right. Everyone moving, wiggling all over the place into these nice few last corners of this back straight here. Down the hill, and heavy braking will commence. There we go, heavy braking, and up round Hol 8 and up to the next carousel, and it's all gone wrong for John Thompson. He's dropped back down to fourth. That's give Lewis Edwards second, and Xavier McIntosh is now up into third. Round the first carousel they go. Ethan Graham managing to get a little bit of a gap there, up to 1.3 second gap, which is better than nothing on this track, I tell you. How are we getting on with Rob Schowler? He is still a whopping 6.7 seconds behind John Thompson in third position. But Adam Piper is slowly closing that gap down to only 2.3 seconds. It was 3.5 previously. So he's definitely putting the rubber down to see what he can do and get maximum points as possible. And then Liam New, not too far away from him either, 4.7 seconds. And then 18 seconds, well, nearly 19 seconds for Ashley Sharp back in 8th position. There's our man there. Give him a wave, everybody. It's our hostess with the mostess up front. The battle continues through the next sort of windy section. I believe we're going up through Wimperman here. Oh no, we've gone through past Wimperman. This is Brunerschecken and Eskurf. I think it's Eskurf. And this section is a bit more, yes, it's got the curves, but they can, if you get the right lines, you can sort of take them all quite rapidly. And they head up the hill now to the very last carousel that they'll need to take. I'll say up the hill, it's up and down, up and down, up and down, but up the hill they go here. Lewis Edwards looking to get past him before the carousel. He can't do it just yet. He knows that these cars don't have the power and momentum to possibly take him on the long straight, but they're getting side by side. Rear quarter panel being caught there by Ethan Graham, and that has sent Lewis Edwards off. Oh no! That has pushed him right back down into fourth, and into the carousel they go. All momentum lost before that start-finish long straight on the Nordschleife. And that might have sealed it for Ethan Graham there. He's got a whopping... It's close. Xavier McIntosh is close. He's in slipstream timestamp, but is that going to be enough on this back straight to be able to do anything? Let's see if that drops down. 0.7 down to 0.3. I don't know if it is, just doesn't seem to be catching up enough. 0.3 down into the 0.2s. What's happening here? Lewis Edwards is trying to see if he can get past John Thompson on the inside line. Might be able to do it. McIntosh has got right up behind Graham, but unless Graham makes a boo-boo, there's nothing he can do here. And into the final corners they go. Ethan Graham taking first position for the time being. Xavier McIntosh second. Round they go, touch the sides, a pair of them. And it does look like John Thompson has held off Lewis Edwards for this here. So here we go, over the line for the first race tonight. And that is Ethan Graham first, Xavier McIntosh second, John Thompson third, and Lewis Edwards fourth. Rob Schauler coming in at fifth here. Adam Piper, oh no. Adam Piper's had a spin on the very end of the straight here, which has not helped him at all. Lewis Edwards has decided he's going to reverse. He's going to reverse past and see if he can get past the line. That didn't help him there, so Adam Piper's got past him again. Up into sixth they go. Lewis Edwards going side to side here. If he doesn't watch out, Ashley Sharp's got to beat him to the pip. No, he's managed to just get past him. Ashley Sharp has come in eighth there. So there we go. Our lineup for race one confirmed. Indeed, congratulations. Congratulations, clean race and pole position victory to Ethan Graham. We're now going to take a couple of minutes just to get ourselves sorted for round two. As you guys know, round two is the flip reverse of race one. So Ashley Sharp will start in first. Ethan Graham will start in last. And it will be another 2 laps round Nürburgring to see where they end up. I'm going to just leave you with the results for the time being while we wait for race 2 to start and me to go to the toilet quickly. I'm back. I'm back and there's nothing going on. Everyone's still having a little coffee break, having a tinkle, having a stinkle, getting a bit of draft first. Oh, and I forgot to say, race 2 is at night. It's just to make it even more confusing over the 15 miles or 16 miles of track that they've got to do. They now have to do it not only in in tumultuous conditions, but it's at night, so it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting. Let's see if anyone said anything in the chat. Nope, no one said anything in the chat. Let's see if anything's been said anywhere else. Nope, nothing's been said anywhere else. Right, this is my time to say subscribe, like, and hit the bell. Get the algorithms working for me. I want to feel them algorithm juices. Oh yeah, I love them algorithm juices. And go from there. I've been watching a bit too much Family Guy recently, hence why I've got all these voices stuck in my head. God, I sound like a right mental person saying that. I got all them voices stuck into my head, ain't I? All them voices. Oh, they will never shut up, they do. Christ, quite Doreen. Anyway, apart from my ramblings, let's wait for race 2 to start. Audio stream bitrate is 0. Oh, great. Why is that audio stream bitrate? We recommend you audio stream bitrate of 12.8. Oh, okay. Really? Can I change my audio output at the moment anyway? Accordingly, I can. There we go. I'll change it down to 192. See if that makes any difference. No, that's video bitrate. Streaming audio. No, it's audio. Oh, you plum Darren. Warning, the streaming audio bitrate is set to 160, which is the upper limit for the current streaming service. You know what? Cancel all of this. I'm not going to do anything. It's fine. I'm sure you guys can hear me absolutely fine. Let me turn my audio back on this way. Hello, hello, hello. Right, perfect. So, my lovelies, John Thompson's decided to go out and take a wander around this lovely dark track. So let's get on board with him and see how he gets on. Well, very well from the looks of it, because he's already going absolutely nuts. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. And again, with GT Sport, I know with GT7 it does make a difference if it's at night. You can be a little bit more slippery, just a little bit more condensation on the track. I'm going to assume it's similar in GT7, but if you know better than I do, obviously please let us know. Our guy from the USA giving us a demonstration on how to do donuts. There we go. Ah, boy, John. Go on, son. Rev the bejesus out of that poor girl. Make her squeal. Whee! Whee! Right. The squealing does continue. Right, okay. Well, Thumb twiddling has commenced while we're waiting. Righty ho, let's have a look here. Oh, there's just so much rubbish on the internet to amuse me and tell me what rubbish there is. Oh! We're starting. In 5 seconds, race 2 commences. And I get to waffle some more. Race 2 of the night. Set at beautiful night time. There was some debate. I don't know if this is actually at 10 or 12, 10 or 11, or if it's at 8 o'clock, but it is dark. But here we go. Starting in first position is Ashley Sharp, Liam New second, Adam Piper third, Rob Schauler fourth, Lewis Edwards fifth, John Thompson sixth, Xavier McIntosh seventh, and then eighth in last place is Ethan Graham, and away they go. Stick on board with Ashley Sharp here, see how he gets on as he comes under immediate attack from Liam New. Not a difficult thing to happen into turn 1. Oh, already getting very, very windy. 4 cars wide. Adam Piper trying to get straight back up there. So is Lewis Edwards. And it is Adam Piper who's now got back up into third. And Lewis Edwards up into second there. They both come out very well from that. Poor Liam New is dropped back down to 4th position. Rob Schauler is in 5th for now. John Thompson 6th. Ethan Graham has moved back up from 8th to 7th now. So Xavier McIntosh is back in 8th position. Ashley Sharp, for the time being, rocking a 1.1 second gap in first position. I've got faith in you, Ashley, my man. You're going to win this race. This is not the curse of the commentator. Don't listen to me. I love you. Kisses, buddy. Right, up the hill they go. Through Dunlop towards the Schumacher S's. And I'm going to see what's going on here as Lewis Edwards has got Adam Piper definitely breathing down his neck, and Piper's been wanting to. I think he may have felt he did not have. No, he had a good race last race. It just wasn't up in the top numbers. So I reckon the enthusiasm to stay in the podium position is going to be there during this race as they head round the back dog leg of the GP circuit up to the NGK chicane. And let's see how they get on. Adam Piper not able to do anything. Oh, Lewis Edwards and him. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now, I don't know how Lewis Edwards managed to get away with that. But it seems that Adam Piper will just manage to catch onto that grass a bit too soon. And with that, got a reset and is plopped back into 8th position. So, curse of the commentator, Piper, I'm sorry, my man. If I ever see you, I'll get you a pint. I do apologise. And it is now Lewis Edwards who's now up into first. Adam Piper, Ashley Sharp, scrapping for second position with Liam New. Both of them going off the track there for a second. Both of them getting collected and both of them being overtaken. Well, actually, not Liam New. He's not being overtaken. John Thompson has got past Ashley Sharp, and so is Rob Schauler. Both of them up to third and fourth position. Ashley Sharp down into now 6th. And Xavier McIntosh gets up past him. Ethan Graham's dropped back down to 7th during all of this. Oh, no, Ashley. Oh, Ashley. He has took a hard smash into Barrier there and has dropped all the way back to 8th position. I hope he's all right. I know it's a virtual game. But even I sort of winced at that impact that he had with the barrier there. Lewis Edwards already demanding a massive 1.5 second gap in first position. Liam New is the next one in the podium position there in second. He's got John Thompson behind him and Rob Schauler behind him as they all try and take as much of the curb without losing a back end as possible. Oh, God blimeys. I don't know how Rob Schauler's done that, but he has. He's got round the outside of, I think, of Armberg, I think that was. Yes, it was. So Schauler up temporarily into second, but now dropped back down to third again. John Thompson in fourth, and it is Xavier McIntosh in fifth. Ethan Graham in sixth behind him there. So everyone can be all relatively close. And this is a problem that can get disorientating, this track. It can be really skinny at times, and especially in the dark with headlights going, everyone's sort of moving positions quite a lot. Lewis Edwards still in first. John Thompson now, though, up into second, with Robert Schauler in third and Liam New back down to fourth. That has now pushed Xavier McIntosh down up into sixth. He's had places swapped with him. Who swapped with him? Oh, man. Our championship man, Ethan Graham. He's now got up into fourth. He's got past Liam New as well. And onto the back straight they go. Well, from the back straight they go. And it's going to be the type breaking down into, I believe, the Hollacht. Is that how you pronounce it? No, they've not got there. I'm jumping corners. I'm absolutely jumping whole sections of this track. Rob Schauler. John Thompson. Get up into second. And at the moment is dominating in that second position there. Wants to see if he can get that 1 second gap up between him and third place Rob Schauler. And see if he can start catching up to Lewis Edwards, who has he's just gone 4 seconds, nearly 5 seconds between him and second place. And for the time being, things already stretching out quite quickly in this race. The only fight we've got going on at the moment is Liam New and Xavier McIntosh for fourth and fifth. And it's Liam trying to make that position up to fourth. It's what's causing McIntosh the headache at the moment. And here we go on to the sort of second of the long, I don't want to say straights here, but they're long, windy curves. You can normally keep your foot quite well planted here, and they are side by side as they head down these sets of corners. Xavier just making sure he's using that whole track, keeping his elbows nice and wide, not letting Liam get that little bit of nose in front and dive into any corner. And nothing happening for the time being. Oh, getting very close there. Very close, New getting behind McIntosh. And I want to see what's going on behind them. Adam Piper. Only 3.5 seconds away from Liam New. And into the first of the carousels they go. What's happened to our guy at the very back? Oh no, we've had an impact here from Rob Schauler. Oh no, it is Rob Schauler. Oh, I think we've lost Ashley Sharp. Oh no. I hope he's all right. I think that might be a graceful retiring after he took a bit of a smash into the barrier there. I don't know if it was helped by other people being a bit shovey and pokey, but that's the way it is. Currently on board with our race leader, that is Lewis Edwards, who's making his way through Whipperman and to Brunschech. Bruschen, I want to say Bruschen. And down round S-curve. And down the hill they go. And through this next sort of set of combination windy corners. Again, a lot of it just sort of dabbing on the brakes and dropping down a gear and hurling it in. And they will come up to the next carousel. John Thompson has extended that gap between second and third place. He had just kept it in the 1 second gap, but I don't know what's happened there. But he's either had a poor exit of a corner or there is some form of jet fuel in Ethan Graham's car, because he has massively closed down the gap now. between him and John Thompson for third and second position. Let's have a look behind him. Xavier McIntosh only 2 seconds behind Ethan Graham as they go around the second of the carousels. That means the first long straight is coming up, and Adam Piper's going to look to see if he can get past Liam New on that long straight. So let's get back up front. 2 second gap now. It's only down to 2 seconds between John Thompson and Lewis Edwards. I don't know if there was a mistake made by Lewis Edwards there. Ethan Graham sitting in the slipstream of John Thompson. Again, these cars have not really got too much of a top end here, and aerodynamically horrendous. So not much can be done unless you are really close at the beginning of the straight. So who was really close? Adam Piper and Liam New. And even they've got a half-second gap between them still. As we can then see Rob Schauler in the background there in 7th. End of the straight comes up, braking into these next set of corners. Brakes red hot. Doesn't catch the barrier as they now enter back onto the GP circuit. Lewis Edwards still holding first. John Thompson still holding second. And Ethan Graham in third. Fastest lap currently set by Lewis Edwards. No one else has pipped him to that yet. And they go down into the Yokohama S's. And there was a bit of I think there was a bit of a love tap there from Ethan Graham on the entry of that corner. So he just backed off and made sure that John Thompson was given the respect and space that he deserved from that little kiss on the backside there. Through the forward curve they go. And all spreading out now for the last lap of the two. Let me just have a look in the chat here. Ashley, if you can hear me, mate, I hope you're all right. Am I right in thinking if Ethan Graham keeps his third position, he will still ultimately win this championship? If you can let me know, mate, in the Facebook chat or either one of the two, that would be really helpful. And Adam Piper gets back past Liam New here, round Dunlop and up towards the Schumacher S's. Liam has got did have 5th for a split second there, but he's not got the inside line going into the Schumacher S's here, and is definitely going to have to succumb to stuff. Oh dear, the pair of them. Oh, the pair of them catching each other. Oh my days. What's going on here, boys? What is going on here? One caught the other, and then the other caught the other on the way back. And to be fair, it's all a bit, oh dearie me's, but they've both ended up in the exact same position they were. Piper just ahead of him, and not by much at all. So it's not like they've really lost out here in any massive suit. Rob Schauler, that was a massive gimme to you to catch those two back up, my man. Lewis Edwards back on to the Nordschleife track. Round first and second corner. John Thompson just managing to hold off Ethan Graham here and securing that second position as they head through the first sector. Of the Hasenbach. Sorry, quick amber fluid check, and that's beer. For you dirty-minded people think other things. Right, on we go. And it definitely seems just that little bit more twitchy out there. I don't know if the track is just that little bit more greasy, and it's just helping those cars to be a little bit more back end happy, because the sort of micro drifting going on some of these corners. But what a view! Look at that. I do like that. The massive blazing headlights as they head down towards the Arnberg. Braking into this corner, heavy braking now, down to second. Oh, and pushed it a little bit hard there, John Thompson, but not enough for Ethan Graham to be able to do anything with it, apart from just sit on his haunches and wait for the next mistake to be made. Let's go back through the rest of the pack. Xavier McIntosh A second and a half away from third and second. In fourth position at the moment. Around the next set of S's they do go. Liam New has managed to get back in front of Adam Piper here. And Adam Piper's looking to do what he can to get back in front of Liam. And I don't know how Liam's done it, but Liam's only using one set of headlights compared to Adam Piper. And oh dear. Adam Piper managing to squeeze past there. When they say door to door, this is what they mean by door to door with Adam Piper and Liam New here. Literally door to door fighting. What's going on with Rob Schauler? He's still, unfortunately for him, a whopping 14 seconds back. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's not got as much power or what's going on here, but his car also seems to be a little bit invisible. So I don't know exactly what's going on with him there. Back up front with Lewis Edwards, a resounding 3.8 second lead over second place John Thompson, who is still under threat from Ethan Graham in third position. Neither of them giving either one any bit of leeway or little bit of room. As they head down now and up the hill to the first of the curves, I believe. Is it the first of the curves? No, it's not. Sorry, I do apologise. It's up to Bergvik. And once they go down here, they got one of the first sort of long, windy back sections or sort of mid section really for this track, where you want to just make sure you carry as much things as possible. My arses, I don't know what's happened to Liam New there, but he's had to put something on there. Adam Piper's actually moved back up into fifth over him there, and has got a bit of a gap between the two. So see if you can hold that up. I don't know where Adam Piper's going. He's just sort of going all over the shop, to be completely honest with you. Xavier McIntosh still in fourth with a good 3-second gap between him and third place Ethan Graham, who's now just got up into second. What a good time to turn back into this fight. And Ethan Graham has got up into second at the back end of this long, windy straight here. And they go round Hol 8 up the hill towards the first of the two carousels. Ethan Graham in second position. And John Thompson's going to be kicking himself a little bit there. And Lewis Edwards is going to have to watch out for it, because he's going to be coming for that first place. Two podiums are not going to look bad for him, that is for sure. Through Whipperman they go. And down the hill towards, I believe, this is Bruschen. It is indeed. And down around the next few sections, I want to catch back up with our back battles to see what's going on here. Liam New, again, back in front of Adam Piper. I can't keep on with which one's getting better here. Adam Piper, Liam New, Adam Piper. Side by side they go. Oh, God, people get windy. Oh, Liam. I don't think he even touched you there. You just caught onto the grass, and that just sent your back end going, my man, unfortunately for you. Rob Schauler still back in seventh. So Adam Piper got a good bit of a gap there between him and Liam New. And if he can stay off the grass, he can keep that, 6-second gap for the time being. Next fight that I can only say is going on is between these two, John Thompson and Ethan Graham, as they head up the hill now towards the second of the two carousels, which does then signal the last back straight of this track. Here we go, into the carousel they go. Oh, wrong way. John Thompson coming out of that there. Ethan Graham, unfortunately, he's just not got enough pace and track to be able to catch back up Lewis Edwards. So second place looks like that's what's going to happen to him, but that is still going to confirm his championship victory in the AMG Challenge. So we'll get back on board with Lewis Edwards. What a lovely panoramic shot of the castle on top of the hill there. Going down this back straight, then Ethan Graham in second, John Thompson third, Xavier McIntosh fourth, Adam Piper in fifth position, with Liam New sixth as he's coming around the carousel himself, and then Rob Schauler just heading up the hill towards that carousel, not quite got there yet. Lewis Edwards about to finish on the back straight, having to heavily brake, catch as much curb as possible, send the car round, and don't catch the outside. Oh, he managed to keep off it. And on to the start, finish straight of the GP track they go. Give us a flash. Winner of race 2 and the final race of the night is Lewis Edwards. Ethan Graham second, John Thompson third, Xavier McIntosh fourth here. And it's going to be a case of, are the other guys going to be able to get across the start-finish line in the remaining 43 seconds left on the clock? I'm generally not sure here. Adam Piper is going to be the next one to potentially be able to get across that line, and he's going to be able to just do it in time. I don't know if this colleague behind... Oh dear. Yeah, do not want to lose it at that point there, Adam Piper. His colleague just behind him is going to come across the line as well. That is a lot of tail wagging there by Adam Piper to take fifth. Liam New following suit and getting a lot of the wall there for sixth. And then Rob Schauler, oh, he might just be able to make it, you know. 4 seconds left, 3 seconds left. Can he capture that checkered flag? Yes, he can. Well, it said he couldn't. I thought he could. Congratulations to our race winner, Lewis Edwards. And congratulations to our overall championship winner, Ethan Graham. Guys, it's been another brilliant short season from ourselves at TTML. Come back next Thursday. I don't believe it is next Thursday. You know what? Get on board our Facebook. We're still under Full Throttle Racing. From there, you can find our link to our TTML Discord. And we can get you involved in the next league. I think there's normally at least 1 week gap between this and the next slot. So, until then, for now, hit that like button to let me know how you think of getting on. Hit that subscribe button to give us some more love. And to hear and get notified when we are next online, hit that alarm bell button. Anyway, I don't know, I'm talking rubbish now. And they don't pay me enough or pay me anything to carry on. So from me, it's Oodles. Oh, sorry, let's have a quick look here. Race points after... Oh, yes, it is. A resounding win by Ethan Graham there, 162, and Xavier McIntosh in second place with 134. Ethan won the championship on the first race. There we go. Guys, it is Oodles from me, Oodles from the rest of us. Have a cracking night. Laters!